what I'm gonna make, Han, is something called the bound bow. It's a weapon in Skyrim.
What, this is for fun now?
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you. Can you do something for
Yeah,
fun?
you can
It's
interrupt
not,
me. It's fine.
No, I don't want to interrupt you.
No, I prefer that you did interrupt with questions and comments. It gets me talking. So let's see. I just need to make. Let's start with the basic shape, which is kind of a cylinder, and I'm gonna give it plenty of vertices, and I'm going to rotate it along the y-axis. I'm gonna scale it down. I think I'll do it in parts because there's like a couple. It's like a bunch of different cylinders. There's like one here and one in here. This is kind of a cylinder, but I'll start with it and see where we'll see where it goes. So I'll scale this down a little bit more. Grab it, stretch it out on the x-axis. Stretch this out. Yeah, it's just gonna be a bunch of cylinders. This shouldn't be too difficult. Not like that skull I tried to do. That one kinda worked, but kinda didn't.
Did you record that?
Yeah, I recorded that one. There was no audio. There's audio this time. Set this like this. It's kind of rotated a little bit. Just try and get like the basic shapes first, and then sculpt once I have the basic shape. Let me stretch this out a little bit. I think that'll help me. Like that. And I know there'll be another one right here. Rotate that one. Scaling and scaling. Let's see. I can't move the little recording icon, so that's kind of annoying. It's kind of in my way a little bit. But okay, fine. I'll just do it this way. E for E Corp. E for extrude, E Corp. This work kind of gets tricky because it's. I mean, I guess it's fine. Let's make another cylinder. Let's see. S, Y. It really doesn't matter too much. I just need something to work with in the beginning. Like that. Sure. Why not? Oops. Do something like this. It's crazy. It like I can't even access anything because the little recording device. Activate workspace showing in the window. Oh, whatever. Something like that. Something like that, whatever. Look at this monstrosity. Let's see. I'm being sculpt mode actually. And I want to fix this because it's crazy. It's still crazy. But it's got a shape of some sort. I'll switch to using the tablet and I'll just kind of like clean this up. There's this weird face thing going on here. I'll just clean all that up by smoothing it out. Ew. Ew. Oh well. I'll smooth this guy out. I should have mirrored this. Mirrored what I do on the top and the bottom. Because now everything I do on the top I have to do on the bottom as well. Because I didn't mirror it. But that's alright. It's going to see, let's see. If I select everything except for that, let's see, I want to apply the rotation and scale. Hopefully that gives me something that I want. Yeah. Seems like it's more correct.
What would you want to like do a
What made me want to do the bound bow?
yeah.
It's one of my favorite weapons in the game. I like the bow. I like it's got this ethereal glow around it. You don't have to use any arrows from your inventory. It just gives you 100 bows to shoot in a certain amount of time, and it's usually more than enough. I'm just increasing the voxel size, meaning there's more resolution to work with. Voxel, they say it's a three-dimensional pixel. That's what they said. And I'm just doing that to each one, giving it more faces to work with so I can smooth it out, make it nice and pretty. Yeah, pretty. Let's see. I'll go back to this one now. And I definitely want to mirror the top and the bottom. I'm going to grab and I'm just going to pull it out. Pull. I'm going to inflate the center so that comes out too. And still just getting like the most basic shape. Not worrying too much if something's not right, because you can always fix it later as long as you got something to work with. And I am creating something to work with. Kind of looks like a bone joint.
A bone joint.
Like a knee. I think I need to pull this out. Very much pulled out. Yeah. I wish there was a way to not have that happen. There probably is. But I'll just inflate the middle. Inflate this. Increase my location. You always have to make assumptions when you're changing something. You're taking an image and creating it in 3 dimensions. You have to make an assumption as to like depths of things. Unless you have like how thick this handle should be. It's like I can only see it from one angle, so I don't know the depth. So you have to kind of, I mean, it looks, no, it should be thicker. It should be thicker than the handle. This part should be at least. But luckily you could just scale it on the Z-axis. You just make sure that it's like even on the top and the bottom. Yeah, it looks like a foot. It's like a foot right now. But anyways, I will continue. Just keep it in wireframe mode for now. Really like the colors. It's nice and purple, lightning, electricity, and stuff like that. Make it join right there. Let's play with this one now. And just kind of bring that in. Bring it out, bring it in. I think I brought that out too much. This probably does this kind of thing. Do bows have hilts? I know swords do. Does a bow have a hilt? So like on a sword, you know, there's the handle and then there's the handle and the blade, right? But the thing, your hand has to be protected from the blade. Like your hand can slip up or slip down. And so that thing that protects your hand on a sword is a hilt. And I'm wondering if that's what this kind of thing is right here, kind of like a hilt. Probably not. There's probably other words for it. So that's kind of doing okay. Let's see, switch to this one. This basically you don't have to do it, make much adjustments to, except for just kind of make it a little uneven, just so it's realistic, I guess. And then there's this band. I'll kind of pinch this in, and then I'll add the band after, so that it kind of looks like it's strapping it in place. Actually, let me do that now, because this looks a little odd. Shift, and then I will add a torus. And I think it's a very big torus. That's why I couldn't see it. And then let's do this and this. It's not going to be much bigger. It should only be here. Does that look good? Of course that doesn't look good. It's not in the right spot. So that totally wraps around it. Not perfectly. But probably, oh, that's good. Yeah. That's what I want. That is what I want to see. Probably didn't need to like pinch that in so much, but I wanted to give it the illusion that it's illusion fools you all. Yeah, just wanted to make it look as though it were kind of snug, but I guess it looks that way anyway. I'll work on that more later. I'm gonna work on everything later. I'm not gonna do anything right now. It'll all just be done later.
Later. You see what I'm saying? Later.
That's the beauty of this. You just keep doing things later.
Not right now, just later.
It's like, right now, I want to do this, and I'll do something else later.
A designated time from now.
It will definitely not be now. Whenever I choose to do it, it won't be now. It will be later. Is this? Let me see. Flatten. I have to flatten it. It's more like a tire. It's got to be more like a tire, I think. Which means doing a little bit of tedious work here. That's why I'm mirroring on all axes. That way it does it quicker. And I'm just looking at this top to make sure it's not bowing up. I want it more like a pinched in. And then I'll just smooth it out. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Even the sides will be smooth. Kind of pull out the edges a little bit. But make them straight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Anytime you make a mistake, you just switch to the smoothing tool and you're good to go. You just smooth it right back out. Okay, so it's getting there. Making moves. Let's go and sculpt this one now. I think this one needs to be like flat on the top. Like that. Needs to be like straight across. Sort of. Not perfectly straight. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Smooth, smooth. Yeah, and then this. I think it like, yeah, it kind of curves down. More sharper at the end, thicker on this end, and more pointy on this end. I shouldn't be focusing too much on that part by itself because I still have the rest of it to even bring into existence, so it's not even, shouldn't even be getting that detail, but whatever. Oh no, gotta add faces. I don't know how that happened. This kinda touches. Yeah, I like that. I like that so far. It's looking nice. Kind of like how it did do that. This, in this case, I like the little divot there. Kind of accentuate that a little bit. But it's not mirrored. Oh well. Imperfections make things look more realistic sometimes, so that's fine. Probably not going to be like looking at it from all the different sides. I mean, if I choose to print it out, it's not like these small details will come out on a print. Ooh, I should print this though. Make like a little stand for it. Have it at my desk.
That's cool.
Like a small little bound sword. Add it to the desk, the work desk collection. I have my my Heihachi figure is like up on top of like a cabinet at my cubicle. So I can be like, I can like see it like as I'm walking towards my desk, and I put like a little lockout tagout key. I draped it over his hands so he's like protecting it or whatever. It's kind of funny.
He's protecting his fan?
A lockout tagout key. I bet Osho would love to hear about that. This is all like one solid piece, isn't it? So there shouldn't really be... Shouldn't be able to see a difference in the material. Like in the... It should just meet right there. And... I don't know why, but my computer slows down. I mean, I guess it's just becoming slow, but it doesn't make sense for it to just randomly be shitty like this.
Well, there's something else that's working all the time in the background.
Yeah, it's probably what it is. Can't I select both of those things? Oh no.
You know what?
It's just running really slow. And it's like I'm trying to join these two things. Should be Control J to join things, but it doesn't want to. So let's do it this way. Boolean, union, that, and then I get rid of that. Oops. Let's apply it. Oh my gosh, there we go. Let's see. Oh, back to sculpting now. So now they have unionized. They are one union. There's just a crease that I have to figure out.
Why do you need a priest?
A priest? Yeah, I need a priest. Because I created a union with two objects.
Yeah.
So now I need a priest.
You need to make it holy, man.
No, no holes.
No holes? How's that marriage gonna work with no holes?
It's a union.
Two objects with no holes?
Let me pause this for a second. Okay. So like I was saying, there's a crack in the union between these two objects. And the crack must be mended for the union to survive. You know, it's just...
How did you make it crack?
Well, they were two pieces, and they didn't fit together perfectly. So when I selected to join them to create a union, they were like, yeah, we'll do that, but it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be a perfect union. So, you know, gotta like smooth things over. Gotta smooth it out. See, it's not quite right. But that's okay. I think it's okay. Just have to do this kind of thing. Now it looks like some sort of like fish. I'm getting like a sense of like a whale for some reason. Like, why does this remind me of a whale? Don't know. Or like a nostril, probably. It's more like a nostril. But I was like, oh, like a whale fin. Still don't know if I just add stuff here to kind of bring that out. Bring out the best in this union. Smooth, smooth, smooth. It's very lumpy and bumpy, but I'll just keep smoothing. I need to turn up the smoothing strength. Okay. I know the bottom's still fudged up a little bit. Here I am spending too much time on this, and I don't need to be spending too much time on this. I need to just stick to my routine and fix it later. So that's what I'll do. That's pretty good for now. I think what I need to do, oh yeah, there's gonna be the string and everything. I don't know. I don't think I'll print it with a bow. Maybe I'll just use a rubber band. I'll print it and then I'll use a rubber band for the rope, for the string, whatever you call it. See, I like doing sculpting, like different things, because then it makes me curious about the thing. Like a bow. It's like, oh yeah, a bow. It's got the handle, and it's got the thing, and then it's got the string, and I'm like, oh, but what is this? Like, I got to do my research on this a little bit. Figure out what I'm talking about. Like, what am I even talking about? Okay. And I'm gonna pull this way out. I'm just gonna pull it right out, and it's gonna look strange. Didn't look too strange, actually. Let's keep pulling it down. It's like a balloon animal. I don't know if this is a good idea, though. But let's do it. Let's inflate this balloon. I just have to look at it and bring this craziness down. It's fine. I was initially gonna do a sword, because a sword would be even easier, I think. Swords are pretty easy shapes. Bows have like a lot of curves and edges, and a sword you could just use a cube and just make one end pointy. And it's basically, you got your sword. You got your basic design for a sword. With the bow, it's like, oh, this.
You were just doing a bow.
I am doing a bow. I was saying initially I was gonna do a sword, because I figured a sword would be easy. And so I looked at a few swords from Skyrim, and I'm like, yeah, but it's not really. I wanted to find like a weapon that I use a lot in the game.
Can you use a bow?
I do like the stealth archer gameplay, you know, like I like hunting the elk and like sniping the bandits. So I was like, yeah, makes more sense to do this bow. And I was like, what bow? And then I couldn't remember what this one was called. I was like, soul bow, or I was like, what the heck is this bow? And then finally it came to me, bound bow. This is the bound bow. Keep on pulling. Pull it right on out. Basically that. It almost looks like a wild ass sword right now. Now I think I want to just join everything together. Join that. It's probably slowing down my computer because I'm using too many vertices than I need. But I'll fix that. I'll kind of dumb it down a little bit here in a second. Yeah, it doesn't like that. My 1080 Ti doesn't like that.
Not the monster of a beast don't like that.
Oh yeah, because we're way. How about that? Yeah, I mean that's really what I should have been working with to begin with. Oh, hold on. I did not bind it to the torus. That's why. Yeah, see how it's slowing down my computer. That's okay. It's better to start with less pixels than to try and go too many pixels to begin with. It's not very even to the plane. And now oops, went back too far. Redo. Let's go ahead and save this as the bound bow, because so what I really want to do is move all this down. Oh, why won't you let me do that? Okay. O, G, Z. Just kind of smooth it out this way. That's better. Kind of like a snake tail. Everything's like everything else. It's like a whale fin, it's like a snake tail. Now it's like something else. Now it's like something man-made. Actually looks pretty good. Using less voxels also kind of evens things out. If you have too much resolution, you'll have a lot of like bumps, and I still do. Like I could see some in here, but I could just smooth that out. So it's definitely better, at least when you're starting. I find it's better to start low res and then go higher resolution. get everything lined up first, and then see, because if I was at this lower resolution and there was that crack, I would have just smoothed it out. I wouldn't have had to worry so much. I wouldn't have spent all that time trying to get it nice and pretty. So I just had too much resolution. I'm still not mirroring the top and the bottom, which is annoying. But I keep forgetting. That looks pretty sweet, actually. I really like that. And we're pretty true to the shape of the bow. What I'm going to do, I'll probably just
I slapped him unconscious. I slapped him and I made the character like float. Like I slapped so hard that he's
you
like,
slapped him out of his mortal coil.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I never slapped a character before. Why does this person get run down? So I have to slap him. Let's see if I can slap somebody else.
You never slapped somebody in the game?
No.
Huh.
I usually punch.
Oh, yeah, you
right.
can. Yeah, you can. I forgot. Sometimes you can.
Oh. Damn.
Dang, that looks pretty good. Let's go a little bit higher res. A little bit higher res. I wonder, it's probably, see, this is the thing you have to just imagine and be like, oh yeah, it's probably like this. It's probably like this. Right? Wouldn't it be rounder? And maybe back here, it's kind of rounder. And I like it still has the sense of being like a joint, like a knee. So I'll kind of keep that in there, have it do that. See, I keep feeling like I gotta add more vertices, but I'm like, do I? Let's go down to 125. Yeah. Because then I want to bulk that up just a little bit. Maybe more than a little bit. I gotta make it. Yeah. So now how do I want to do this? I think I need.
Are you gonna add the color and everything?
No, yeah, I could paint it, but what I really want to do is add these coils, these metallic coils, And that's gonna be not super easy to do. I could carve it like out. I could carve it out of what's already there. That would be maybe the easiest way, but also not look as good as if it were a separate object. But I'm gonna go ahead and save this, and I'm gonna save it as bound bow 2, just in case this is a terrible mistake, which I don't think it'll be a terrible mistake, but it could be a mistake. To pull this out. And I probably don't have enough vertices to be doing this. Yeah, it's kinda there, but kinda not. Let's do this. Now that I have the basic shape, I can smooth it, smooth it, smooth it. Let me do this, fix it, and pull it out more again. Back out. I have my 3D printer going in case you can hear the squealing in the background. I designed, well, I made a tree. Mia gave me an image. She wanted a tree design so she can hang things on. So I'm printing that. It's been printing for like over a day. Printing it really slowly just because there's a lot of branches and stuff. One already kind of snapped off a little bit, but luckily it was just like the tip of the branch, so I can glue it back on if I need to. I don't necessarily need to glue it or even put it back on because it's such a small piece, but I did notice it. And I had a feeling that it might happen, so I'm not super concerned about it. I just don't want the print to completely fail. Like, that would suck if I get up in the morning and I ran out of filament in the printer overnight. I don't have one of those fancy sensors that stops it if you run out of filament, but we have one of those at work, and even if it shuts off and you restart it, usually the print will end up failing at that point. We get a lot of thermal runaway errors on ours, and I think it's because of our shitty power supply. Our power in the lab sucks. Okay, let's try again with more vertices. Let's just trace this. really just need to see it when I turn it back to solid mode. I need to be able to see where this is and make sure that it's something I can work with. Yeah. See, I just want to be able to see this well enough that it's gonna be like understandable that that's what it is, you know. It's like it's kind of not great right there, but that's okay. It's just like that. And it probably doesn't connect, if I had to guess. So let's just do this. I think it, yeah, joins here. Okay, interesting. It didn't quite. Probably because in the beginning I didn't mirror it like I should have. But I get the gist of it now. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Slight imperfections gives it character, you know? Just builds that character. Those imperfections. Let's see what happens when I do that. Okay. Not too bad. Probably. Let's see. Yeah, that's what it does. We'll say that that's what it does. Usually the bows in the game have like rope and stuff, or not rope, but like leather bands, and I'd probably like, you know, do something like that. Not that extreme, but like, you know, make a band or something like that. But in this case, it's all magic. It's ethereal and it's magical. So it's just, you know, your magical little spirals and your things like this. I don't know. Turn around. Something's kind of weird with that. Maybe not. I mean, that's not bad. Not bad, not good. It just is. It is what it is. I really want it to come out and make it seem like it's separate from the bow. It's like some sort of metallic stuff. So I'm really forcing it out. Yeah, it's really gotta come out for it to appear like it's separate. Now you can pinch it and you can crease it. But before I do that, I really want to define it as a separate thing. Which I think I'm doing an okay enough job at. This is going to end up being a longer sculpt than the skull was. It's probably not going to finish it all in one go. So I got to get on the bike and I got to play some Skyrim. I gotta sculpt a Skyrim weapon and I gotta play some Skyrim on the bike. On the old Steam Deck, on the new Steam Deck, I should say. What are we looking at here? I would say something like that. And that's not bad. I keep saying not bad. I'm not extremely happy with it, but let's see. How do you pinch? Is it this guy? Crease with a pinching effect. Yeah, I want to pinch it. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to pinch it. Don't want to pinch it too much. Or pinch it unevenly, which is what's happening. Luckily, I can just grab this and pull it back out. Crease polish. Don't know the shortcut for that brush. Kind of losing track of where it is, but I think it's right in there. And pinch. I'm just going around the edges, basically making the definition, making it a little bit more defined. Good enough. It's definitely going to be good enough for a print. I don't know how big this thing's going to be. Obviously, if it's really small, then you're not going to see much detail. If I'm bringing this, I'm going to have this at work, so I don't want like a huge bow. I mean, I want a decent size, probably as big as my printer bed is wide, which is like the bed size is like 220 millimeters, so probably the bow will be like 200 millimeters. I don't print all the way to the edge. You can't really print all the way to the edge. So it'll be a little bit smaller. Can't tell if I already went around here, but I think, yeah. I think I'm back to where I started. Is that side done? Yeah. So, you know, it's pretty good definition. Pretty good creasing going on there. It's like, it's definitely separate to some extent. So that one's pretty good. Only a whole bunch more to do, but that's okay. It's all for fun. Honestly, I could be using the inflate and then just do the same thing around, but I'm gonna do it this way. There's so many different ways you can do it. I'm just going to do the same thing I did last time with the clay strips brush. So that's all down there. And just like before, I'm just defining where it's located. And yeah, that's pretty cool. And switching back and forth. Didn't miss anything. This is gonna obviously have to be more of a point. But so far so good. And it did it on the other side too, so that's good. Let's just bring this out. It's like a hot dog. It's like a hot dog. What do we got? How does this go? Oh. Okay. Oops. This just comes out like this. I think that probably comes back here around the back end. Probably. I want it to, so it will. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do here. That probably comes like that. You have to make assumptions. You can't not make an assumption. Like, I assume this comes out this much. I may be wrong, but visually, I'm right. Oh, what does this do here? It goes all the way around. It touches right here. That's what it does. It has to. It has no other choice but to do that. Let's see, there's going to be a heck of a lot of pinching going on there. Oops. Because some definition is being lost. Well, it's getting to be about that time. I wish I could just keep going and finish this, because I think I'm doing pretty good. In the end, I'm gonna do this neat trick where you just mirror, but not there. You mirror along, what do? You mirror along the, let's see, you can also Alt-M or Control-M, no. I mean, I could just duplicate it and mirror it. Whoa. Not like that. You could rotate it. You could do that. Then it's not right here. Kinda not really right. But anyways, I'll figure that out later. For now, I'm gonna stop the video and do some exercising. I'll probably be able to finish this in a second video. Okay.